One of the greatest disservice you will ever do to yourself is falling into the pit of unbelief. Because oftentimes, when things didn't go our way or when life is treating us a certain way, we come to a point where we begin to question everything that we have ever believed, everything about ourselves, everything about God, and we tend to believe that, oh, church is a scam and all that. One of the things that is a disservice that you will do to yourself. Why will I say that? Because we always believe that, okay, because we are serving God, we will not everly have issues or we will not everly have challenges. But that's a lie. It was never promised in the Bible. Bible says, Jesus said to his disciples, he says, in the world you shall have tribulation. He says, but be of good cheer because I have overcome the world for you. But he didn't say because I've overcome the world for you, you're not going to have tribulation. He said you're going to have tribulation. In other words, understand that tribulation is a senior brother of challenges. So if you're going to be pressed to a certain level where your life is also at risk, then understand that that is life. Understand that you're not the first person in that environment. You're not going to be the last. In other words, you got to keep your faith together and learn how to trust God in difficult times. We are having a lot of young people that are going into unbelief and leaving their faith in Christ because they believe that, oh, they were scammed, or oh, that was not what the church or the Bible promised us. No, but there was never a time Bible promised you a rosy life without a challenge. And sometimes I tend to blame some of our preachers because the way we put up the issue of this gospel, we make everybody believe, oh, the reason why you're not prospering is because you don't have faith enough, or the reason why you're not healed is because you don't have faith enough. But the truth about the matter still remains that these things are the beck and call of God. And the same God that can save you out of trouble can save you through trouble. It's the same God that can let you come home the way he wants to take you home. You are not the one that decides, oh, God will allow me to live 120 years. You do not know how many years God have apportioned for you. And the number of years that God have apportioned for you, you don't decide how you come. He calls you. He can call you on the road. He can call you at home. He can call you in church. He can call you anywhere. But you got to go home. Sometimes people will believe, oh, it's because you didn't do this or you didn't do that. Yes, there are errors that mistakes that we make that sometimes end life. But the truth about the matter is that if God did not allow it, it will not happen. Allow, that is it. Allow. There are things God will say no to. There are things that he will say yes to. And both of them are still answers. So you need to understand those things and learn how to walk with God, whether you're blessed or not. If your service to God is tied to the blessings you receive, you're actually doing business. And God does not do business with you that way. God doesn't do any form of business with you that way. He calls you when he needs you. He sends you where he needs you. And you have to meet up with the service and do what God have called you to do. And understand that how he tends to use you might be different from how you want to work for him. In other words, you need to know what God really wants you to do for him and then do it. Because what you might be doing might be an act of disobedience when what you're doing contradicts what he is calling you to do. What your assignment might be different from your passion. Your passion is not your assignment. Understand your assignment. Understand why God has sent you to this place and what he has called you to do. And when you understand that, you definitely know that the will within the sphere of your understanding or God's will being in the circle of your service is more important than your service being out of the circle of God's will. Thank you and do have a pleasant day. God bless you.